No more Vlad and Boosie interviews, man. At least for the foreseeable future. You know what I'm saying? Boosie felt like Vlad should have upped his pay. Vlad felt like the numbers wasn't there and didn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? So boom, that's what we got. No more hypnotized with hatred. No, none of that. Boosie feel like he can make more money on his own now versus going on Vlad platform. And I'm here right now to tell y'all and to tell Boosie, bro, you tripping. You getting paid, according to Vlad, 25 bands just to do a sit down, just to do an interview for a few hours? Come on, bro. You can't beat that. Niggas not paying 25 bands for an interview. They just not. Otherwise, you'd see Boosie had a plethora of podcasts doing interviews. You didn't. You know what I'm saying? It's a reason for that. They wasn't paying him what Vlad was paying for him. That's why a lot of times Boosie ain't give his perspective online because he's waiting to go sit down on Vlad to get that easy 25 bands. You feel me? Easy 25 bands, bro. And then you try to say, and then Vlad talking about he only made 35, so he was basically profiting 10 off the interview, which that I don't believe. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let y'all hear it from Vlad perspective, and then I'm gonna give y'all my point of view off that.
Originally, I wasn't paying him to do interviews, but over time, as the views kept going up and people were really gravitating towards these interviews, we started working out appearance fees. And the fees slowly went up. And over the last couple of years, the fee that we actually stuck at was around was $25,000 per interview. When he was getting around 5.5 million views, I would make around 35,000 off that interview, and he would make 25,000, right? So I had a $10,000 profit margin. He still made the majority of the money, but I was still making $10,000, so I was cool with that, right? And we were rocking like that for years. So when I called Boosie, like I said, the fee had always been $25,000. He said, I want $40,000. And I'm like, fam, I can't do $40,000. That's just putting me in the hole in a situation like this. He's like, well, I'll go as low as 35. And I'm like, man, listen, I might be able to do 30 after I run the numbers, but 35 is definitely out of the question.
First of all, I don't believe Vlad only made 10 bands off Boosie interviews, bro. Come on, Vlad. You mean to tell me that Boosie was making more than you off your own platform? You feel me? Off your own interviews? Stop it, bro. I can't go for that. Can't go for that. I won't. But at the same time, like, Boosie, bro, if he want to go this route of building his own platform, bro, he should have did that when he first jumped out of jail. When he first got off death row, when he beat them charges, bro, that's when his demand was way up here. Everybody and their mama wanted to talk to Boosie. Bro, what he should have did was build his YouTube then. That was 12 years. Bro, he been out about 12 years. Cause I think he jumped in what, 2014? Yeah, because he went away in 2009. Bruh, 12 years of building a YouTube platform. You know how much time that is? Bruh, he would have been one of the biggest in the game. On YouTube, for his artist, he would have been one of the biggest in the game, bruh. And it would, but he went on Vlad first. And so he went on Vlad time after time after time again. And now you want to come in and ask for more money? Nah, bruh. You trying to negotiate at the wrong time. You ain't negotiating from a point of strength, bro. You negotiating from a point of weakness just because you want more money. You feel me? And in my opinion, I feel like Boosie being a little greedy, like, bro, you making an easy 25 bands, bro. You ain't gonna make the same 25 bands that easily off your own platform. See, when you somebody like Vlad, you somebody like a No Jumper, somebody like a Say Cheese, a platform like that that's already established, that got the people in place, the audience in place, to make that type of money off one interview, you can do that. But when you somebody that's trying to build it from the ground up, granted, Boosie's a household name. He is that, you know what I'm saying? He got his name, image, and likeness because he is a rapper, obviously. But at the same time, you got to think, bro, the hardest thing to do is to get somebody to listen to you. Like, the few of y'all that listen to me, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all from the bottom of my heart. But that's the hardest thing to do. And what's even harder is to get them to come back again and again and again. You feel me? And people won't come back, bro, or won't even like waste their time if they already know what you're going to say, or if they already feel like they done heard everything you got to say. You know what I'm saying? Because see, the thing is, when you trying to attract a new audience, You gotta be different, bro. You gotta stand out. It's a range of platforms to go listen to. You know what I'm saying? And that's what Boosie gonna be doing. He's gonna be fighting an uphill battle because all his peers doing the same thing. Tony Yayo and Uncle Murder, Jada and Fat Joe. You feel me? It's a gang of rappers doing the same thing that he trying to do now. And bruh, it's an uphill battle he gonna be fighting. He gonna, and see, the thing was, what I agree with Say Cheese. Boosie seen when Vlad went around talking about he paid 6ix9ine the most he ever paid for an interview. I'm guessing that ain't sit too well with Boosie. You know what I'm saying? Especially it's that somebody being Tekashi. You know what I'm saying? So, and Vlad should have never did that because you never, bruh, never let the left hand know what the right hand got going on. You never do that, bruh. You never reveal your moves like that because what it do is people try to play off that. They try to take advantage of that. Oh, you pay him this, so now I'm finna up my fee, Vlad. Nah, sorry, Boosie. You coming in at the wrong time. Because the difference between Boosie and 6ix9ine, 6ix9ine wasn't a regular. You know what I'm saying? That's a one-off. You feel me? He had never been on Vladtv before, so of course it was gonna do numbers. You know what I'm saying? Boosie a regular. So people used to seeing him. And once they feel like you didn't heard everything that you got to say, they ain't finna waste their time, keep coming back to hear you talk about the same things over and over and get the same perspective. It just don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, Boosie should have built his platform, bro, when he first jumped out of jail. That's when his demand was at an all-time high. And that's when he had the most leverage also. And he had the most leverage the first time he came on Vladtv and gave the famous Hypnotized with Hatred. He should have negotiated right after that. You know what I'm saying? A certain fee. And then he would have been making bank all these years. Academics made a good point too. I'm going to let y'all hear this clip in a second. He felt like Vlad ain't value him. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let y'all hear this right now and then I'm gonna give y'all my point.
If Boosie said he was cool with, he said, I ain't do the interview for 5,000 more. You could tell Boosie just wanted to feel valued. You're getting 25. If the 5,000 is that much, he wanted to feel valued. He see the company growing. He see other people getting more and he says, I want to feel valued. And when Vlad did the numbers, and came back and said, nah, partner, low-key, I should drop your pay. Worst I could do is do the same thing. It broke Boosie's heart. Straight up, broke his heart. You know why? Boosie, remember, every time he was on Vladtv and he said something about a rapper in hip-hop, oh, that nigga's a snitch. And he went all out. Those interviews went viral. Vladtv plastered over the place. And when he had to run into niggas at the airport, niggas had to check him. Why you working with that man? And he had to stand in the paint. And for him, he thought that, yo, I'm loyal to the soil, but I know I'm going to get this shit back. No, you ain't. No, you ain't.
See the thing about it, bruh. Don't mix friendship and business. You feel me? Don't mix personal and business. It's not the same. You feel me? It's just not. You know what I'm saying? You can be my partner. I can truly value you, bruh. But if the number's not making sense, if I ain't getting my return on my investment, I'm sorry, my boy, I'm not finna up your pay. You my dog. You my partner. I love you. But the math ain't mathing, my boy. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? You lucky I'm still giving you what I'm giving you. So at the same time, bro, like I see both sides to a certain degree. You know what I'm saying? Boosie on one hand felt like he made Vladtv help make it popular, not build the platform, but he helped make it popular. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, Vlad was really feeding you, my boy. He was letting you eat off him. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, bruh, when you go to negotiate, you gotta always make sure you negotiate from a point of strength and not a point of weakness. Not saying Boosie is desperate, but when you come looking desperate, saying you want this now instead of what you was getting before, you always gonna lose like that. You ain't gonna never win a negotiation like that. Nah. The best part of a negotiation that both sides find a happy medium. Because I learned this from the show Billions. Nobody leaves a negotiation happy. But long as both sides come to an agreement, a fair medium, that's what we got. But see, Boosie ain't got no leverage. And look what Vlad did. Vlad showed you how to do it, bro. Boosie went on Instagram and talked about what Vlad ain't want to pay him, why he don't go on Vlad no more. Vlad did a rollout on his own platform and talked about what him and Boosie had going on, the conversation, how it went down behind the scenes. You feel me? Vlad monetized that conversation. Boosie did not. It show you where both of their heads at. You know what I'm saying? It showed the experience versus the novice. You know what I'm saying? Boosie should have built if he wanted to build his own platform, that's the way you kick it off. Starting about why you don't go on Vlad no more. That's how you should have rolled it out. Just like Vlad did. Vlad did 500,000 in 24 hours. 500,000 views in 24 hours. That's how you do it. You got to pay attention to stuff like that. Because sometimes people not going to talk, bro, till they get on their platform. But that's the smart way of doing it because now you monetize it. You don't want to do it on somewhere like Instagram or TikTok for free. You don't do that. Get on your platform because especially if people waiting to hear you, that's how you do that, my boy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but y'all let me know who y'all siding with, man, Vlad or Boosie. Because like I say, I understand it. It's business, it ain't personal, in my opinion. But hey, man, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Bang it up in the comments, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. It's your boy, man. Welcome, Family Hustle. I'm gone.